So HTML links. What HTML link does is that you use it to attach a link in your project or a website. So and we normally use the anchor element for it. This is the syntax. This is how you do it. So I'm just going to go and give you an example now. Then we'll discuss about this this before. So the link now, let's go back to our VS Code. Let's say maybe I want to attach a link here. So I'm going to attach an absolute URL. So I'm going to say a tag. So the href, what href does is that you put the address of the website you want to link to this project you're working on. For example, now let's say I want to put Facebook page, https, or let me just go to Facebook and get their let me get Facebook the URL. Okay, I'm going to Control C. So I have copied the URL. I just want to show you something. All I need to do is I'm going to paste it here. I have pasted it here. Then I will save. Then what will now happen is when I come to my browser, let me go to the browser and see. And I'm back to the browser, but I'm not seeing it. Now, the reason why you are not seeing it is because you just attached it, but you have not indicated the name here between the elements. So I'll just write visit my Facebook page and I will save. When I save now, I'll go back to the browser. Can you see it? Visit my Facebook page. Now when you click on this, it will take you to the Facebook page. Can you see it now? So that's what link done. Now I want to teach you something about link. There's what we call a unvisited link is underlined and blue. So by default, if you notice, before I clicked on this thing, it was blue in color and it was underlined. That's how it comes by default whenever you attach a link to your website. Then there's another one called a visited link is underlined and purple. Now what it means is that this link now I have clicked on it. Now when I click on it, when I visited the page, then what it will be showing here, it will change color. It will still be underlined, but the color will change. It will change to purple. Now there's another one. They say an active link is underlined and red. What it means is active means that when I hover on it, like this is it. Active means that there's how we I will teach you when we go to CSS how to make it active. Like when you hover on it, it becomes active and you change the link. So now these things now, this underlining, color, these things, you make it bigger. You can still change all these things to your own color. They are just explaining that this is how it comes by default when you do this thing, but you can change it. If you want this thing to be yellow, you can change it to yellow. If you want it not to be underlined, you can remove the underline here, depending on whatever you want to do with it. Do you get? So now we are going to look at the attribute. Now I just want to rush through this. They say for self, blank, and parent and top. I'm going to go to my browser to show you what it does. We'll start with target. So let me go back to the browser. Do you recall that when I clicked on this, watch it now, when I click on it, it opened on this same page that I'm working on. But if I don't want it to open on this same page, maybe I want it to open on another window while I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand? So what I'll do is that I'll come back to my code. Then after this link, after this one, I give space. Then I'll write target. What target means is that where do you want it to open? You can see so many options. We have the blank, we have the parent, we have the self, we have the top. Now we are going to do all of them one after the other. We are going to start with the first one, blank. Let's see how it works. Then I save. I have saved now. Now let me go to my browser and I'll click on it. Do you see what happened? It have opened in another tab, whereas my own tab is still in tab. The other tab I'm working with, this tab is still in tab, whereas Facebook opened in another tab. This is for tag when you set the target to blank. Then there's another one they call parent. Remember, they take notice of how it is written, underscore P, parent. Let's see what happens to parent. What happens when you use the parent attribute? Okay, I'm going to open my browser. So now when I click on it, what happened? Can you see it? It still opens on its own on that same one. Now parent means that this one is the parent page where the link is. Open it there. I want it to be open there. But I think the best one is just this blank that we open in another tab. So let's go and check another one. I think the next one is we have top. Let's see what happens when you use top, when you save. Now I have saved. So let's go back there. Let's click. Top still does the same thing. And self still does the same thing. They all do the same thing. So it's only blank that we open in another tab. So that is all for, I think that's all you need to know for link and hyperlink for now. Every other thing for now you don't need. Okay, we discussed about absolute URL and relative URL in the last video. So you can see add use an image as a link. You can use image folder as a link, but this one just skip it. But let's just work with the one I've shown you. Then the favicon, let's just rush on favicon. Now what favicon does is that, can you look at my window tag here? Look at where this Facebook is. Can you see Facebook icon showing here? Then can you see where document is written? The kind of icon that is showing, it has no icon. It's just a word icon showing. It doesn't have its own option. Now look at this one now, HTML favicon. Look at, can you see their own logo showing as the favicon? Now you can also add favicon to your website to make your own unique also, depending on your logo or the kind of picture you want to use. This is how favicon is being. The favicon, you always add it to the head element if you want it. So let me just add a favicon, and how they do it is link, enter. So this is not style sheet. What this is icon. So I'm going to change this to icon whenever I want to add favicon. Then the href, now I will use, I have an image folder here, so I'm going to use it. I have image here, so when I save, I'll go back to my browser. Can you see now? Can you see that something has appeared? The image I use as favicon has appeared. So that's what favicon does. That's just what favicon does. So when you go through it, you will see some explanation and example, but basically that's what favicon does. So the next one now we are going to do is tables. I'm going to explain the tables in the next video.